Hi, this is Bernie Tully.
Michael Tully. I can't.
Wait, no. Let it run. Wait, let it run. I got an idea. Wait, let it run. No, go ahead, let it run. Good. Can you just keep going?
It's rolling.
Oh, sorry. Okay, people. Before we get started on this video, there's a reason why he was laughing so bad. Because in the last video, the Tully and Tully Law Firm at 412-281-8700, Michael was up late last night, and he being the video person on YouTube, he was nodding off. So you can imagine, he said, you can imagine what people that are viewing this must be doing. Because he's like, at the end, he was like,
It's very exciting stuff. What are we learning about today?
All right, okay. So for today, we're going to talk about the question that often comes up in discussions with clients on a serious note is they say, well, Michael, or well, Bernie, this is my accident, this is what my injuries were, this is what my treatment was, I missed this much work. They run the whole thing, and then they'll say, a lot of times, legitimately, it's a legitimate question, what's the value of my case? I mean, how much am I talking about, Michael? How much am I talking about, Bernie? And initially, what we try to do is always be truthful with clients. We don't promise them something unless we can deliver. We don't say your case is worth $1 million without even knowing what the facts are or anything like that. And initially, our answer is always the same. We don't know. Why would you say something stupid like that, Bernie? That's not what the client wants to hear. They want to hear that my case is worth $700,000.
And a lot of times people are put off because they can say, "Oh, I Googled shoulder injury and it said, $500,000," and that's just the surface of it. You have to do a lot of digging to get to the true value and what the impact of this accident was on you. It's a totality of the circumstances.
So there you go. You got them awake, guys out there, everybody, or ladies out there watching. You got this guy who's awake now. Now he's going to chime in on it. He's single. I don't know, what can I say? Looking to meet up with someone. But before we go too far with that, is once we do get all the records, and we're kind of doing this in jest, but we're also being serious. Once we do get all of your records, if we're representing you in a car accident, a car collision, a truck accident that hits you and seriously injures you, once we get all the records from you there, we get a pretty good sense. We can tell you at that point, not at the beginning, but at that point after we have all that, well, we think that the range that we could get you is this or this. And that gives you a pretty good idea about what your case is actually worth. And another factor involved in this question, today's video is, well, what's my case worth? Is what does the wrongdoers, they're called the tortfeasors for anyone that was dumb enough to go to law school, they're called tortfeasors. What is their insurance policy limits? Because believe it or not, in Pennsylvania, the minimum amount you are required to have to operate a vehicle in Pennsylvania is, guess what? 100,000, 50,000, 30,000 at least. Wrong go. It's $15,000.
And that number hasn't gone up in about 50 years.
It really hasn't. And I had the represented a family whose father was killed in an auto accident, rear-ended from behind, killed, and the driver who caused this terrible loss, tragedy, only had a 15 policy and had no other assets, nothing else we could attach, nothing else we could go after, and that was the limit we could get on this. And it's the most frustrating thing in the world on that, but it goes to the heart of this video about what can we get you for your case. A large part of it is what's the insurance company for the wrongdoer. Now there's a couple other catches though that Michael and I can educate you on a little bit in terms of like, well, is there an umbrella policy? Suppose like they have a $50,000 auto policy, but they have an umbrella policy for $1 million. You can go after that $1 million, and that's what we try to do. We do not leave any stone unturned. I think I'm speaking for Michael on that. Is we really do make the effort to try to get you the most money we can.
You can tell we care. I
Yep.
promise you that. Please look at our Google reviews. That will give you a perfect idea of how we handle and treat our former clients.
412-281-8700, and thanks for keeping Michael awake. Yay!
Thanks, everyone.